Hopefully we're going to be successful in this readathon, something I have never experienced in my life. Hello, welcome to another weekly reading vlog for Becca's Bookoplathon. This vlog's gonna be good. Well, at least I'm gonna get some good books finished in this vlog, which I'm very excited about. I'm currently in Of Blood and Bone by Nora Roberts, liking this so far. This one should be finished during this vlog. And I'm also in The Great Hunt by Robert Jordan, which I also have plans to finish this vlog. So we're making progress. We're knocking things off the list. I'm very excited because hopefully we're going to be successful in this readathon, something I have never experienced in my life. So other than that, I don't really have a ton of other books to read for this readathon. I have Descender, the comic, which I might read in this vlog, I might not. We'll see how this goes. And also we have, the book that I have to buy, my Treat Your Shelf prompt. So those are the only two that I have left after I finish these two. So hopefully we're gonna be knocking out some books in this vlog. We're also gonna be traveling in this vlog because I'm going to be going down to Texas. So that's something exciting I have coming up. I'll vlog a little bit of that for you guys so you can see how it goes. And let's jump into it.
3.
It's the 75th annual Miss United States pageant live from San Antonio, Texas.
Music 2.
Before we started heading off, a little update on my reading. Yeah, it hasn't really been that great. Gonna be honest, I didn't read a whole ton on the plane and I didn't read that much in the airport. I just was super tired and not feeling it, but that's fine. I did read a little bit of Blood and Bone by Nora Roberts and I'm really enjoying it. I like the characters. We're starting to spread out and follow a few more characters now. I mean, one's from the other book that we had been following before, but we're starting to get back into them as well. And before we were just kind of focusing on Fallon. So this is kind of fun. And also seeing Fallon's stuff develop and the different things that she's doing. So that's been good and I really am liking that. I'm probably about 180 pages into that now, so I'm hoping I'll be able to finish that by the end of this trip. I'll probably get a little bit of reading time today. We're going to be driving up to Austin from San Antonio and I'm really excited for Austin because there is a Blake Shelton song called Austin that I have been obsessed with forever. I absolutely love it. So I'm very excited to go up there, see everything, and yeah, it should be a good time and I will probably end up updating you guys after I get back home, but we'll see.
P.S. If this is Austin, I still love you.
Tuesday, and I just wanted to give you an update. I'm back from my trip, which was awesome. I loved it. It was so much fun, and I'm really happy to say that I have now finished A Blood and Bone by Nora Roberts. So I have now completed 4 out of the 7 books that I need for Becca's Bookoplathon. I'm super excited about this. I think that it's gonna go well. We're gonna be able to finish everything on this readathon. So, A Blood and Bone. Let's talk about it a little bit. I actually really enjoyed the book. I thought it was fun. I thought the characters were interesting. The storyline was fun. I thought it was kind of interesting to read about kind of a pandemic that happened, because we are currently going through one. Obviously ours is not as bad as that one, and unfortunately we have not developed magical powers after getting COVID, but I did think that I liked the beginning part of the book better, like the first 3/4 of it the best. I wasn't a huge fan of that last bit, mostly because I felt like it was fairly repetitive. It kind of followed the track that the first book took. So the little bit of the way it repeated in the ending just wasn't exactly, I just didn't love that. I liked the book though, and I liked the ending. I didn't really see one of the things that happened coming, which was kind of cool and a little exciting. I thought that was fun, but it annoyed me a little bit, which made me like the book a little bit less than I probably would have before. So I ended up giving it 3 stars. It kind of felt like a middle book for sure, which is fine. I do still have high hopes for the last book in the series, because I like it. I like the storyline, and I like the characters, and I like the writing style. It is different than most fantasy writers, I feel like, and I think you can kind of tell that Nora Roberts isn't necessarily primarily a fantasy writer, but I still did really enjoy it, and I thought it was good and fun. I felt like the romance wasn't as good as I was expecting, because Nora Roberts is known for being a romance writer. So that was something that I was a little disappointed in. I was expecting some really good romance, but I could see the 3rd book being a lot more influenced by the romance than these other books have been. I'm not positive, really. I don't know what to expect from the series, because it's not something that I would usually pick up. It's not in my normal genre, because it is this kind of paranormal apocalyptic fantasy, and that's not my usual take. I usually like high fantasy or some urban fantasy, but not this exact kind. Overall, I'd say if you do enjoy apocalyptic books, this is really fun, and it's an interesting take on it because it does have the fantasy element. It has a very pagan feel to it, the way that the magic system is set up. So that was fun. That's something I don't see a whole lot in the books that I read, and I really enjoyed the way that was done. The magic was a little, I don't know, convenient at times, the way that our main character Fallon was able to learn the magic or develop her skills. There were times where it was just a little convenient. There were little quests that she had to go through in order to become the chosen, and they were cute. I liked the first one the best, honestly. The other 2 seemed a little more lame. I don't know. I feel like there were parts of it that just seemed kind of tacky, and parts of it that I really enjoyed and had a lot of fun with. But overall, it was very enjoyable. It was engaging. The story was interesting. You kind of just wanted to see what happened, see where the story went, see how things turned out. The main character, Fallon, was fairly interesting and good to follow, so I liked that. I think if she had not been a character that I enjoyed, then I wouldn't have liked it as much. And I really enjoyed the found family aspect of this. I think that's something that I have found I tend to enjoy a lot in books, is the found family aspect over the blood family aspect of them. I just think it's a lot more engaging for me. Overall, I did enjoy the book. I would recommend it, especially if you enjoy that type of fantasy and you want to have a little bit of a different fantasy book to break things up. This one is definitely a fun one to read. I will be continuing the series for sure, but not anytime soon. I don't think I have really packed next few months, so we'll see how it goes. Fortunately though, I feel like it wasn't too hard to get back into this. I didn't forget a ton of things. It's not one of those fantasies where you just forget everything and jumping back in, it feels like you're relearning the world, so that was nice. The other book that I am still reading is The Great Hunt by Robert Jordan, the second book in the Wheel of Time series. I only have about 200 pages left to read in that book, and I'm really loving it, so I'll give you an update on that one on my next clip, because hopefully I'm going to finish this one before I finish out this vlog. And after that, I will only have 2 more books to go. So I have currently finished 4 out of the 7 books that I need for Becca's Bookoplathon. Great Hunt would make 5, and then I have 2 left, and I am really excited about this, guys. I love seeing how everyone else is doing as well, watching other people's vlogs on Bookoplathon, so yes. This is probably one of my favorite readathons I have ever done, maybe because I'm actually going to be successful for once. But yes, I will update you guys when I have finished A Great Hunt, which is hopefully tomorrow. We'll see if I can pull that off. Okay. Today is Saturday evening. I have really been really bad about filming. I don't know why. I actually did finish The Great Hunt on Wednesday, so I was extremely proud of myself. This book's pretty chunky, and I loved it. I am loving the Wheel of Time series so far. I think it is so much fun. I'm liking the characters, most of the characters. I'm liking the world. The magic system's getting more and more interesting. I think it just feels like such classic high fantasy that I love it. This book, we saw a lot more character development, we saw a lot more world development, and a lot more magic system development. So this was just a lot more, which obviously I love. I love high fantasy, which is pretty much that's what you get. The plot was interesting, and there were a lot of different elements coming in. We followed a lot of different characters, again, kind of similarly to how we did in the first book, but this one was spread out a little bit more. And we're seeing how these different people kind of connect and how their stories come together and how they're all very interwoven within this world and the wheel and all those things. And it was a lot of fun to me. I can see why people wouldn't necessarily love it. It is fairly slow. It's not an extremely fast-paced book. The character development, I feel, is very slow as well. There's a lot of very young characters, so they make some fairly poor decisions, and they act like very young characters at times, so that can be a little bit frustrating, especially one in particular that if you've read this, I'm sure you know. But yeah, I think Rand, our main boy character, is fairly good. He makes some bad decisions for sure, and he was kind of frustrating at times in this one, but I think he acts like a relatively smart kid who's just going through a super hard time and doesn't know how to deal with all the things that are coming into his life. I love Perrin. I think Perrin's probably my favorite of the 3. He's just so sweet. He's so down to earth, and I like him so much. I'm excited to continue on with him in the books. I didn't really love some of the new characters that were introduced, some of the new Aes Sedai that we're starting to get to know. I wasn't a fan of how we're switched to them more than Moiraine, because I thought we really kind of got to know Moiraine a lot more, and I would like to continue on with her. But overall, I enjoyed the book. I'm definitely going to be continuing on with the series, but just like A Blood and Bone, I'm probably going to be putting off a little bit because I have a lot of books that I want to read the next few months. It might have to wait until December until I read the next one, which I think is the Dragon Reborn, which is the 3rd one in the Wheel of Time series. I think it's funny how the endings are these like big showdowns with the evil one, and they're kind of these fantastical over the top things. I get the little bit of corniness in it, but I think it just feels right in these books because of what they are. I love them so much. I am very invested in this story and what happens to these characters. Especially, I feel like Egwene and Rand are kind of our top people that we're supposed to be really intrigued on where their storyline goes because they're so woven together. But honestly, my favorite character is Loyal, the Ogier. He is so cute. I love him. I wish that there was more of him in the... I know there's actually a lot. It's a ton, but I just want to follow him sometime, get inside his cute little head, see what he's thinking. I love him. He is probably my favorite character in this whole thing. So yeah, that was so much fun. Moving on, I know it's late and I have to work tomorrow, but I really just want to finish this out so I can finish up this vlog, and I want to read Descender Volume 3 in this vlog because I want my next vlog to kind of just be that Treat Your Shelf book where I'll do a single vlog for that. So this is the one that I'm moving on to now, and I'm just gonna bust it out tonight and then hopefully finish editing the vlog that I've started editing and maybe post it by tomorrow. So hopefully you'll be seeing this vlog Sunday, which is tomorrow, and I'll read this, I'll tell you my thoughts, and we'll close out this vlog, and I'll be so close to finishing Becca's Bookoplathon. Okay, so I finished it. I finished Ascender Volume 3, and I really liked this volume. It was definitely different than the other ones because this one pretty much just gave us a bunch of backstories on all of our characters. So we got to know them a little bit more. We kind of got to know their past and why they are the way they are. And there were some interesting connections that happened in there and some really sad things that happened. So this comic series is really about this world where these giant robots attacked different planets and killed a bunch of people, and now the humans or the non-robot races, most of them hate the robots and are out to kill them and want to scrap all of them, and the robots are kind of starting to fight back a little bit. They've formed their own group of robots that are against the humans, and then other ones are just trying to hide and survive, and some humans are just trying to survive, and some of them are trying to hunt them down. So it's a whole big mess going on. It's kind of like a little bit of anarchy. There's like a lot of issues going on in their governments that they have. But this one just follows a bunch of our different characters that we have gotten to know. Some of them are robots, some of them are not. Our main character in here that we followed a lot through the other two, who is really important, is this little robot named Tim21, and he is just a companion robot for a little boy. He's very cute, adorable. I absolutely love him, but he's extremely important because his coding is similar to the giant robots that attacked. So this one, really, we're just following these people in the past. It'll tell us how many years ago this happened. 10 years ago was the attack, and so it'll go before that, and then kind of a few years following. And it just is a lot of character development that we have going on in here. I really enjoyed it a lot. I like Driller. I think he's a cute robot. I love the little dog robot. His was a super sad section. I thought it was really sad. A lot of them were really sad, actually. I feel like most of these were just depressing because all these people died and it was just a terrible time, and a lot of the people at this point are just not good, and they're kind of violent and destructive, and everyone is just out to get everyone else. It's just a sad world that these people live in. But I'm really, really liking it. I'll be continuing on with this comic series. I think there are 6 volumes in this, so I'm halfway through here, and I'm interested to see where we're going with it. I mean, I know what's kind of coming in the next one, hopefully. I didn't expect this to be in this one, but it kind of gave us a hint in here at where we might be going in the next. So I have now completed my 6th book for Becca's Bookoplathon. My 5th book that I completed was The Great Hunt by Robert Jordan, which was the 2nd book in the Wheel of Time series, and now this is my 6th book that I have completed, and this one was to read a graphic novel. So I now have only 1 book left to read for Becca's Bookoplathon, and I will have completed the readathon, and that is going to be the book for Treat Yourself. So my next vlog, I hope, is just going to be a vlog of me finding that book, buying that book, and then reading that book. So yeah, I am very happy with how my reading has been going. I'm very happy with how my readathon has been going, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.